we're picking up my XF Falcon Speedway car, finally, and we're just towing it around. And yeah, we're using a little old Bergie. So yeah, this should be done. Get it on the trailer. Hopefully get it started and then go from there. But yeah. Alright, tractor's run out of fuel, but we're on the move. Slowly getting there, despite the tractor being out of fuel. It's not a bad little car, this thing. I will admit, not too bad. It's obviously just a tad bit dirty, but I mean, you get that. So yeah, put some fresh fuel in it. The fuel tank is clean. It's not rusty or anything. Put some water in the radiator if it needs it. Clean the carby, that's another thing to do. And then a new battery will be needed as well. There's two radiators here, I have no idea why. Bit of mud wasps, stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, I'll catch you when we're putting it on the trailer. Looking pretty. Look at that. Fucking oath, bro. Side exit exhaust. What the fuck? Alright, here's the trailer. Just going to grab the tyre pump now. Somewhere in here. Got her on. Here she is. Picked up, ready to go. Get on the road eventually soon. And we should hopefully get it done soon. Let's hope. Alright, look at that. She's home. Fucking beautiful thing. Alright, let's get to working to it, I suppose. Alright, just chucked that in from my mower that I don't ride anymore. That's as sketchy as it'll ever get. Like, look at that. It's fucking sketchy as hell. It's just using one of these little things. Got the battery box off. Now I've got to try and take this battery off and put fuel in it and hopefully get it to run. Yeah. Alright, so it's, as you can hear, raining. I've cleared the interior out a good amount. So what I'm going to do is wait for my battery pack to charge and the battery as well. Just so that we have a bit of a better chance at starting it. But I'm going to wait for the rain to pass, let these charge, and we'll get back into it. So I reckon that's what we'll do, yeah. Alright, change of plans. I don't think the rain's going to stop anytime soon. So the idea is to take this gazebo, put it up outside the car, or not outside, but on top of the car, and use that. So let's get into it. Alright, tarp's up. It's just kind of pegging in. Should just keep it out of the water just a little bit. It's been cleaned as I've done it. It looks pretty schmick. Needs a bit more of a clean out, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, it is now the next day. My battery pack is fully charged and that other battery is fully rooted, so it is no longer charging at all. So I've got my battery pack here and we'll try and see how it will do in the car. And of course, as soon as I want to do something, it starts raining. Sounds about right. But anyway, take this down to the car. Let's get into it. Here she is, looking pretty. All the shit that I took out of it yesterday, look at it all. Alright, hook these up. Alright. Oh, that looks like he's about to come undone. And it is. Just chuck them better on there. Turn that on. Yep, well, it's on so you can tell it's on. She's a bit, you know, a bit worse for wear than I was expecting, but anyway, let's get in here. Alright. Oh. Ooh. She's smoking. Why is it smoking? Fuel is on. Let me come over here and see what's going on. It seems to be hooked up right-ish. I'll see if I can play around with it. Alright, I'll sort of move them a little bit so that, get back in here properly. That's smoked over there. Yeah, it's smoking a lot actually. She could be locked up, maybe. Let me turn that off and see if it is. Alright. We're back out of this struggle town, I think. Let me just put the prop up and see what's going on. Alright, she's put on dodgily again. I don't know if it spins or not. Sort of. I need something properly to try and spin it maybe. I play with the terminals just a little bit more. Let me get in here again. If I don't get stuck. Something is no longer working. I tried once. There we go. That's weird, it's not doing anything. Is anything? Nothing seems too bad. It's on again. Foot all the way in. And it just dies. That's weird. Right, let me get back out. I have a feeling the engine might be locked up. So I'm just going to come over here, turn this off for an hour. I'm going to see if I can't get a breaker bar onto it somehow in some way. Try and get it to spin. Because for now it doesn't want to spin, which I don't know how I feel about that at all. It just feels locked up. So it doesn't, like it, though you can barely move it. Unless it's on a compression stroke. But, again, I don't know. So, yeah. Alright, I got 2 new 15 amp fuses because there's 2 in it that are fairly old. I thought I might as well replace them while we're going because be easier to do that. And it's not raining anymore. I'm actually happy about that. It's going to eventually soon, again, but here she is. Look at that. With the bonnet up, she looks like a different vehicle, and I can't put my mind on, or can't put it to what I think. I can't lie, it looks like a BM&G vehicle. Like the Grand Marshal or something. But that's just me. So I've taken 2 fuses out already. One is really loose and munted, so I thought I'd fuck it up even more. Like, it was one of these prongs, right? It was fairly loose in there, so. But yeah, this is just immaculate rust. There's not really a whole lot on the bonnet, but... Oh, it's starting to spit again. Okay, well, I spoke too soon. But anyway, let's get in here and do it. Alright, well, as you can see, there's one. And there's the other one. Doesn't want to focus. But yeah, there's that other one. This wiring looks like a fucking rat's nest. But anyway, let's turn him back on. There we go. Turn him on. Fuel is on. I'm just trying to... I don't know, it just doesn't want to try and start at all. Yeah, I don't know. Sounds definitely like she's locked up, so let's try and unlock it, I suppose. At one stage this thing must have been black, but we're back here at the moment because I can't hear this thing want to prime at all. Unless this is a mechanical fuel pump, not a, you know, an electrical fuel pump, but oh wow. Oof. Yummy. That one's got a few little rust holes, but anyway, I guess you get that with a race car, but yeah, all this dirt and shit that needs to be cleaned up. Anyway, I suppose I could try and clean that up, but yeah. Okay, so I just discovered that it isn't locked up. There we go. It's not smoking either. Give it a second. Alright, so I got sandpaper, and I'll steal the battery out of this. Chuck in here just so it has a bit more power than just that. And then we'll go from there and see how it does. So let's get into it. Alright, so the positive one's been cleaned up a little bit. And then same with the negative, it's been cleaned up. Now time to steal the battery from that. Alright, battery is in. Still the same clicking. Let's put the battery thingy on. Alright, it's on there. Nothing, and that popped as you saw. Gave the starter a few more whacks. Didn't really do much, I don't think. No. Huh. Alright. Took apart, or not took apart the starter, but took the starter positive off. And sanded it. Let's see. Nothing. Okay, so the issue with this is need a starter motor. So we're gonna have to buy one of them. It's gonna hopefully not cost too much, but you never know. I think that'll do it for this video. We got it at home, try to get started, need a starter motor. So yeah, we'll do that, get a starter motor, get it running in another video. And yeah.